and it's a nice wintry day today, not too cold, not too hot, and hope everybody's having a great week leading up to the holidays. If you celebrate Christmas, happy Christmas Eve. And yeah, we're going to be making some fun stuff today. Hey Alman, you're the first one on. Let's pull up the video on my computer so I can see what's going on. And I had some special requests today. We're going to make some ferrets. This was a special request from Mia, and then we're also going to make some owls. And I think I was mentioning to Joan about the owls. I forget how that came up now, but and Mustafa was the first one on. Hi Mustafa, how are you? Awesome, you've got your tools. Fantastic. So I'm going to just open up my computer screen a little bit more so I could comment as well. So yeah, I'm going to be troubleshooting a couple of ideas for ferrets and owls, and we'll just see how it goes. Hopefully Mia's going to come on soon because she's the one that wanted the ferrets, and if not, she can watch the replay. That's no problem. You're great. How am I? I'm good. I'm good that now the Christmas rush is over. Everything's a little more relaxed, so that's super good. Hey Wendy, how you doing? You're able to hop on today. That's great. And yeah, so I did some sketches for some ferrets, and I did some sketches for some owls, and something I've been wanting to try, and I don't know if it's going to work or not, is I've been wanting to try to macrame with wire a owl. So that will be the challenge. You're glad I'm doing owls. Fantastic, good. Well, I have actually done some I've done some owls before. I have another live stream I can link up below in the comments doing some simple owls, and today I'm going to do some that are a little bit different as well. So that should be fun. So why don't I go ahead and flip the screen and boop, flip it around. Perfect. So there's our gray day out there, but it's okay. It's not too cold. So here, I'm just going to try to bring this one around. I actually have a peg, like a board here. It's one of those cork boards, because if I'm going to do the macrame, I need to have like a cork board to work from. So here are my sketches. Let's start. I'll show you the ones for the ferrets. Hopefully Mia's going to hop on, and yeah, the owls should be fun too. So for, I won't do these right away in case Mia comes on. I want her to choose which design she likes, but I have different ideas for ferrets. Let me know in the comments which ones you guys like. So this is just like standing on 4 legs. I have one where I would add the whiskers and some eyes for the beads. Hey Amber, great to have you on. Welcome, welcome. And Robin, how are you doing? And so here's some simplified ferrets, and then I thought it could be cute. You could do like the tail up and a little heart, a spiral, or this one too with the tail down. So yeah, these are ideas that hopefully Mia will hop on and let me know which one she likes. Hey Ginger, how you doing? Ginger, thanks for sharing that pic in Discord for the spiral bead. That was a great idea. I like that a lot. Fantastic. And Paula, hey Paula. So here's some ideas for owls. Like I said, I've done some owls before. Peggy ferrets, you like ferrets, Peggy? Awesome. So we're gonna do those when Mia hops on. So here are some ideas for the owls. This one I really like too on the branch. I think it's super cool. I like the idea of an owl with glasses. It's kind of fun. And so maybe what I'll do is just start. I'll just play around with it to start, and then we'll just see how it goes. And Irene, sweet, thank you, Irene. And this one I like too, the idea of doing like little beaded eyes. It's almost like those skull candy eyes. I think that would be really cute as well. So I think I'm just gonna play around with it, see what happens, and then we'll go from there. And Lils is there, hello. So let's just get a nice big piece of the 20 gauge wire, and I kind of have less of a plan than usual. I did a lot of sketches, but I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do for this. I like the idea of the owl with glasses too. It's kind of fun. So there we go. So let's just take this, and we're going to start with the shape of the owl. So what might be good is just to start at the bottom, and then just that way we can finish it off at the top. We'll work our way up. So let's just go ahead. The glasses are cute, eh? I like the glasses too. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and start working on this one. And we're just gonna do like the little feet. We're gonna keep them pretty simple. I mean, you can do like little claws and stuff too, but I think I'm just going to keep these really simple now. So I'm going to just do like that and bend it to the back. Okay, and then bend that out and then in a little bit. So I'm not quite sure about these proportions or anything, but we're just going to play with it and see. And then we're going to bring this one down around here. Perfect. I've seen some in the Wire and Jewelry Maker Club who had made an owl earring with seed beads. Okay, yeah. And if ever you're looking for designs in the group, there's a search bar, eh? So say you're looking, you want to find the owl that somebody did, just search owl in the search bar of the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club, and then you'll be able to find older posts that have some of the designs. Like say there's something you want to see that you forget who made it or whatever, you can search people and you can search designs. So that's a good idea too. Please do Judy. Well, I'm not really doing requests for names right now, so sorry about that, but maybe maybe another time I'll do some more names. 18 gauge wire, perfect for the necklace making. You could use 18 gauge. This is 20. I find the 20 gauge wire is much easier to work with, especially for samples when I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing with it. So Exquisite says hi, hello, hello. Yeah, so let's just bring this up. But yeah, so the 18 gauge is good for when you need something a little heavier duty, and 20 is good just for a lot of basic stuff, earrings and stuff. So now if I want to do, this looks a little silly, those feet, but that's okay. We're just going to play around with it. I'm just going to kind of follow that design there. So we're going to bring this one up. And as always, these are ideas that you guys can roll with and do your own thing with. So this, I'm sort of like to troubleshoot different design ideas, and then you guys can take those ideas and play around with it. You take what you like, and then you just ignore what you don't like. So that's good. Perfect. So there we go. Perfect, Mustafa. Fantastic. So we're going to go around here and bring this down here. And Harold's here. Hello, Harold. If I ever miss your comments, don't worry. I will try to scroll back and see. And sometimes I can see them in the replay too. So now we're just going to do kind of very basic. Actually, if you want like these kind of lines like that, you can try to bend it back, or you can try to, let me just try to see how we do. If we do it like this, I want to make it cute. So let me just see what I can do with that. If I bring that one there and then bend it to the back here and go around here. If you add silly, you can add a branch. Yes, great idea. That's a good idea. If you don't like the way it looks, I might actually do that. Maybe I can add a branch with a separate wire. That's a great idea. No, I like that idea a lot because right now they don't really look like feet. So that's true. So let's just kind of play around with this. Try and kind of make the wings kind of cute. That's the key, is to make it like kind of, to make the lines nice and soft. And Amber reminded me on the last live stream, when I want to make things look a little bit more fluid, sometimes it's better almost not to use tools, because sometimes when you don't use the tools, your lines become much more fluid and artistic looking. So that's always a good tip, right? So let me just come down here. And so Becca's in here. Okay, fantastic. Hi, Becca. We're doing an owl to start. And then when Mia comes, I want to do the ferrets. So hopefully she's going to be able to make it. And if not, I'll do them anyways, and then we'll go from there. So these are just like an idea for wings type of thing. So you could do any kind of shape of wings that you want. We're going to bring this one up here. And so now we just want to do a cute little shape for the head. So now we're going to just bring this one up here, make it a little bit more round, and this one to do my school project. Okay, thanks for hopping on, and good luck with your school project, and you'll get some vacation days coming up, so that's good. So we're going to bring this one up here just to form the head. And then I want to do like the ears. And think I might even do the glasses separately. I'm going to see what I decide to do about that. I'm just having a little peek-see here because sometimes it's actually good to do little, I don't know if it's going to work or not, but sometimes it's to get the glasses to stay in the position. I'm just going to do it for the sake of, you know, trying the idea. If you do like a little loop to the back, okay, and it won't really show, but you do a teeny little loop to the back. This is so the glasses are going to stay at the same level. Otherwise, they're going to slide up and down. So if we just go down here, we're going to do like a little loop to the back and just bring this around. Perfect. So we have Miss Wee Dad is here as well. So that's Amy. So hey, Amy, how are you doing? Sorry, I had to check my list because sometimes I blank with the usernames. So nice to see you, Amy. Thanks for hopping on. And we're going to just do these little loops to the back. And then that way, when we do put the glasses, it looks kind of funny right now, but it'll help them to hold in place. So that's a good thing. So we're going to bring this one down here. And I thought those were the ears. Yeah, no, these aren't going to be the ears. This is just to hold the glasses in place. So like I said, that might or might not work, but I figure on these live streams, it's always better to try things. Then that way we'll figure out if it works or not. So we're just going to do that just to hold them in place. And then now at the top, you're going to do his ears. And yeah, it depends on what kind of shape you want to do for the ears. You could keep it pretty simple. We're going to bring these ones up here and bring this around. Like you could bring it around here. You could even do like double loops for the ears if you want, which I might try to do. I think I'm going to try to do a double loop. So we're going to go around here and do a little double loop. And okay, so we're going to bring this one around here and just do kind of a double. This might not be necessary, but I'm just going to do it anyways. So we're going to do like kind of a double shape. So it kind of looks like, you know, with animals, when they do cartoons of animals, they do sort of like a double kind of ear thing going on there just to give it a little bit of dimension type of thing. So that's like another little hack where you can give it a little bit more kind of body with that type of thing. So where this is going to go towards the top, and then now we're going to do another one on the other side, and then we want to pay attention to bend this in the same direction as the other ear. So I'm going to bend it to the back, which is what I did in the first one. So we're going to bring this one around here. I have a lot of fun projects I'm working on today. Actually, after this live stream, I'm going to work out a design for a bagpipe because we have a friend that plays the bagpipe, and I'm making him, my husband makes these little three-dimensional standing figures. So I'm going to take one of those little figures and make a little tiny bagpipe out of my shirt, which is like, here's my shirt. So I cut a little piece off the bottom of my shirt and I'm going to make a bagpipe. That's going to be really fun. Perfect. So Mustafa says, I'm hoping you receive your parcel before Christmas. Oh, that would be wonderful, Mustafa. I don't know what the mail's like at this time, but that would be amazing. That would be a Christmas miracle if it arrived today well, it won't arrive today because we already received our mail, but maybe tomorrow. That would be fantastic. I cannot wait. That's exciting. Yay, bagpipes. Yeah, so Wendy, that's going to be super fun, and I'll send you a picture when I do that. Actually, I was thinking I might even film myself making the bagpipe, and maybe not as a live stream, but I might do it as a recorded video and upload it. So if you guys want to see me make a bagpipe, let me know. I could either do it live or I can do it as a film video. So here's our little owl. He's got a super big head, but that's okay. No problem. So Jones here, bagpipe my favorite. Oh, that's so cool. Well, you guys are going to like the bagpipes then. That's awesome. Who knew bagpipes were so popular? This is a friend of my daughter who's a member of the Lakeshore Camera Club, and they actually had their end of the year party on Zoom, and he played the bagpipes. So that was pretty impressive. And he had his full-on kilt and everything. It was really, really fun. That was Dave. So super cool. So yeah, maybe I'll do it live. That would be fun. Yeah. I'll see how we do. We'll finish this live stream, and then if I do it live, I'll do it as a separate live stream. So we're gonna have to see. And I love watching your guys' comments, but sometimes it's really hard to kind of work out complicated designs. So what I might do is maybe I would even experiment with doing it live without a chat. I mean, that might be boring for you guys, but just so I can really focus on the design. But I'm gonna figure it out and see what I decide to do. So let's just bring this one around here. So there's our shape of our owl. It's kind of cool. He's got a very large head, but he's super cute. So let me clip the end here. Okay, that's the instrument Dad couldn't play. Oh, because of his lungs. Okay, yes. Okay, yeah, it must be really hard to play for sure. So Amazing Grace is awesome on bagpipes. How interesting. Cool. And Mustafas, tomorrow's his last exam. Well, good luck with that. So here's little owl. He's already cute, but let's try to do some glasses on our owl. And I'm thinking maybe it should be a different color. So let me just see if I have some silver wire that we can do the glasses with. I don't have a lot of my craft wire in silver, but I have some of my aluminum wire in silver, so I might just use that. It's going to be easy to use. So I just picked up some more of that yesterday. So I'm going to get that. And okay, so for the glasses, I think he needs little eyeballs inside. So why don't I use my favorite beads? I'll use my favorite miracle beads with the turquoise ones I really like. So yeah, I always like to show my favorite beads. So here's my favorite miracle beads, and I have cat's eye beads and all kinds of stuff in there. So I'm going to use those. And I will start by, maybe I'll make the glasses first. It might be easier to get the shape. So let's go ahead and take this, okay, and we're going to bring this one up, and then we're going to get our large round pliers. And let's make them pretty big, I think. I think that's a good idea, but let's just double check. Oh my gosh, these are going to be cute. So let's just bring this one up here and then do one on this side. We're going to bring this one around here. Okay. Oh, thanks for hopping on, Irene. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. And we're going to bring this one over here. Oh my God, he's cute. But now the thing is we have to put the beads in, right? So let's just, I'm going to bring that one up a little bit more. Bring this one here. I haven't done the glasses with the beads in this way before, so let's just see if it's going to work. So there's the glasses. Okay. And do you make macrame too? I have made macrame, Amy, and I did make the macrame owl as a pendant years ago, but out of cord. I don't even know what I did with it. I probably gave it to a friend, but I'm going to try after this to make a macrame owl. Well, I'll do the ferret first, and then I'll try to make the macrame owl out of wire. So that's going to be the challenge. So let's just go ahead and, so you see I did the rounds, and then I stuck the wire out that way to add the beads. So let's see what we're going to do. We're going to put this one here. Did another watercolor. Yes, Mustafa has been doing some beautiful watercolor. So I think I'm just going to, rather than wrap those around, I'm just going to leave those in there a little bit loose, which is fine. So we're going to stick that one there. Oh, you know what I forgot? Oops, I forgot his nose. How are we going to do that? Let me just think about that for a sec. So if we have the glasses, I meant to do the nose with this same wire, but I honestly think it's going to be better with the gold because that way the glasses are going to pop. So let's see what we can do for that. And now, do I crochet? Yes, I do definitely crochet, but not with, I don't crochet with cord, I crochet with wire. So, and there are a few tutorials on my channel on how to crochet with wire, which are super, super fun. I love doing that. So now we have to do the nose, and now I have to figure out how I'm going to attach the nose because I totally forgot that I had to do that, and I was going to do it with the glasses, but I forgot. So let's just take this, see what we can do to make the nose. It's not a nose, it's a beak. There we go. So we're going to do this. Okay, so let's try to get this on here. Amy says macrame is so fun. I make all sorts of crafts, crochet, macrame, wire crafts. Sweet, that's awesome. Yeah, I love all kinds, any kind of crafts. When I grew up, my best Christmas gift was always like a craft kit or something. So, and I love doing mixed media. Like the bagpipe that I'm going to do is actually going to be mixed media. It's good. I'm making it with fabric and bugle beads. So here is the nose, but the trouble is, how are we going to attach it? Oh, but you know, the owls have that little thing up on their, that little, how do you call it? Like a little triangle thing. So let me try that. Maybe that's going to be better, and I'll attach it at the top. Let's try that instead. So we're going to bring that one here. I destroyed the wire a little bit, but if I bring that up here, because they have that little V, on their forehead. So let's try it that way. If we attach it at the top, it's going to be better. So we're going to bring that one up here, up like that. Okay. Yeah, bugle beads. Bugle beads for the bagpipe is going to be super awesome. And just because I get easily distracted, I'll just show you. This is my materials for making my bagpipe. And so I'm going to do sewing. I have my thread, and these are the bugle beads. So the bugle beads are actually I'm going to make a little bag and stick these out of the bag. So that's going to be super cool. And I even have stuffing to go in the bag. So look out for the bagpipes, guys. And now let's get back to our owl. So we're going to just bring this one up here. Yeah, so that's cute if he has like his little V on his forehead. So I could have, probably would have been better to do this with this same wire, and then I wouldn't have had to attach it. So if I was to do this again, okay, if I was to do this again, what I would do, Joan can hardly wait for the bagpipes. Well, they're coming, Joan, that's for sure. I'll let you know if I'm going to do it live. So say for this V here, what I should have done was done my ear, and then I could have like done this, and then the nose, and there, and then back, and then that way. See, next time, that would be what I would do for the V on the owl. So live and learn, right? So now I know for next time how to do that. And now I have to attach this and just pretend that I did it that other way. So let's just be sure when we attach this, okay, we're going to put this one here. We want to make sure that it's going to be below the glasses, because right now it's above the glasses. So actually, why don't we put the glasses first, and then we can figure that out after. So we're going to put the glasses first. Okay, cucumber is going to flip. I think I missed something. I just received 5 plush squirrels for my doggy. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, plush squirrels. Oh, that's the poor squirrels. Anyways, that's all good. So let's just attach these glasses. So what I can do is just put this one through here. Okay, we'll put that one through here and get in there. There, perfect. And then this one's gonna go in this side, but because this is way too long, so let's just trim this a little bit. Okay, we'll just trim it. The aluminum is so soft that sometimes I cut it with my pliers, which is, you know, a sign of how soft the wire is. I'm just going to bend this edge a little bit here. This is going to get distorted, but I'll fix it. So we're going to put that one in here. It did distort the circle, but we just fixed it up a little bit. Okay, let me just bring that one in here, pull it in. And then what we want to do is just, yeah, it did distort that circle a little bit, but I might have even next time I might even make these circles a little bit bigger, but we're going to see. So let us make sure this is in the right place. Perfect. Yeah, they got a little distorted, but that's okay. And then you want it to tighten it up. Oh my God, it's so cute. So, and I should have also done something in the belly to make it a little more fancy, but that's okay. So now what I'm going to do is I want to bend this to the back. So we're going to bend this around and just around here. Okay, bring that down, and I'm just going to clip it again, my cutters. Okay, let's just clip this one here. a little bit. You want to leave a little extra so you can bend it around. And I hope they're not going to flip. I might have to adjust one side so it doesn't flip. So we're going to just get this one here, hold it here, and bend this end in. So we're going to bend this end in a little bit. It's a little awkward to get to, but that's okay. So we're going to bring that one in there, bend it. Okay, and then let's go to this side and make sure it's centered. So we'll bring it in a little bit, make sure it's centered. And if you're worried about it flipping, like it is obviously going to flip, so let's just do a little extra fix on this side so it won't flip. We're going to bring this one down and through, and I'm not quite sure how it's going to look, but at least it'll make it, it's going to make it more solid if you do a double twist there, because otherwise it's going to flip all over the place. So we'll just do that for now. Okay, and very cute owl. Thank you. So there's our little owl so far. He's pretty adorable. These feet are problematic, but I'll fix that up after. And now we're going to, we could even bring this one down a little bit if we have to. Now we need to add his beak. So the beak has to go, it's a good thing I didn't put it before because it's going to be better to go after. But like I said, if you want to do my other method where you like go down with this same wire, go like across, down and up, you could do that too. But because I forgot the nose, we're just going to put it in here. So you love the feet. Okay, well that's good. So maybe I don't have to do anything with the feet. They're kind of cute, eh? They're stylized. They're definitely stylized. So let's bring this one here. Okay, and make sure this stays in place. Oh wait, I want to bring this to the front, sorry. I'm going to bring these ones through to the front, and then that'll be to the back. That's going to be better. Then it'll look like a nice little V there. So let's bring this one around. Feet are cute like an owl. Yay! And Jane says, love the owl. Thank you. So let's just hold this one in place. Okay, and then we're going to bend that to the back. And the same thing, I'm a little worried it might flip. So what we're going to do so it won't flip is we're going to go through here again. Okay, so we're going to go through here. My wire is a little long. We're going to bring it down. Bring it down here. Okay. No, backtrack. I had a different idea. So let's bring it back. Rather than go towards the ear, I'm actually going to go, and this is way too long, I'm actually going to go towards the center, because then I could twist it around here to secure it in place. I was going to twist it through the ear, but that's going to make it really cluttered. So what I'm going to do is bring this through here to the back, okay, or the front, I guess. Bring it around. If you need to help it, just take your round pliers and give it a little twist. That helps to get it through. But make sure it's still like in the position you want under the glasses. Okay, bring this one through. And then we're going to do the same on the other side so it stays centered. So bring this one through. And this is way too long, so let's just cut it. Okay, Kat's here. Hey, Kat, how are you? And Tish, hi, how you doing? I just want to say thank you for sharing the painting videos. I love them. That's awesome, Tish. Thanks so much. I am definitely going to be doing more painting and art videos. I had to take a break because we had a really, really busy Christmas season on Etsy. So now that that's done, I could definitely catch up on the art videos, do some live streams, and yeah, I mean, art is my passion. So I love drawing, love painting, so I will definitely be doing more art videos for sure. So thank you so much for that, Tish. I appreciate it. So let's just get these ones in here. So we're going to just put that, like, I just twisted that in there a couple of times. Maybe I'll just, to be consistent, I'll twist this one around another time, and then I'm going to bend it around there to secure it in place. And that way it's not going to flip, because otherwise, because it's an extra piece of wire, it's going to be flipping around. So now we've attached it, and then to make sure it doesn't flip, we're just going to twist it around the top. Okay, so we'll just twist it around the top. Click the end, pinch it in, and let's see what our little owl looks like. Oh my God, he is adorable. So there's our little owl, guys. Our channel is so fun. Thank you, especially when I set my painting on fire. That was pretty awesome, eh? Who saw the painting the video where I put the painting on fire? That was fun. Smart birds. They look so intellectual, especially with the glasses, eh? So there's Owl, and yeah. So I mean, if you did want to put a little branch on him, you could. I'm just gonna try it for fun because why not? Let me just find my 20 gauge wire because I probably have another color that might be better. And in case you guys wonder how I store my wire, really organized. Ziploc bag, not so organized, and I write 20 gauge. So all my gauges are on there. And so now what I am going to do is just see if I have a branch color that I can put it on. I was thinking brown would be good, but I don't know what I have in the way of brown wire anymore. I have some in there. Maybe I could try that. Oh, how interesting. I have this from a previous video about a braided, what was it, a bracelet. So maybe I could recycle that and use that for the branch. So let's just try to do something with that. I totally forgot about that. I could just recycle that one a little bit. Someone use holiday ribbon storage container for wire. That's smart. That's a really good idea. I like that idea. Okay, so let's just untangle this one a little bit and see what I can do with that. It was just braided, so I can just unbraid this and do something with that. So I mean, it kind of looks like a branch already, but kind of not really. So let's just bring this one back and see what we could do. And I don't think I want all of the colors anyways. Like I could have used all the colors, but I think I'm just going to backtrack this one a little bit and just use these. I'll just use the brown. That's fine. But you know what? I like the idea of using the wire when it's crinkled, because there's another hack to make your work look a little more organic, is just use wire that's already like crunched up. In fact, it's really ironic because I just threw a pile of wire in my bin. I have a bin of stuff that are potential projects for Tip Tuesday tutorials, and I just threw this in my bin to inspire a Tip Tuesday tutorial, because what I'm going to do is do ideas what to do with crunched wire. So like to make beads out of them and sculpt them and all kinds of stuff. So look out for that coming in a Tip Tuesday tutorial. There we go. So how do you keep the beak piece from dangling back? So this is what I did for that, was I twisted it on either side, and then I did a twist around the opposite way around this center point. So that anchors it in place. So there we go. Mary Ellen says, Merry Christmas, everyone. Just finished making my Buckeyes and Christmas crack. I'm not sure what that is, but that sounds interesting. I have a container like wire like that already. Cool. So now if we're going to do like a little branch, let me just take one of these and bring it out like that. And I'm just going to look at my branch, what I did like for the picture. And if we can just, I think we'll just keep it simple. We can just like kind of bring this around. I hadn't even really thought that much ahead, but if we just kind of bring these ones, we can twist these around. Okay, let's just twist these ones around a bit first. Okay, to make it a little more organic here. And then I think what you're going to have to do too is actually twist it around the feet. So let's just see how we would do that. If we just kind of twist it around here, we're going to bring this one in here maybe. So we'll bring that one through there, here, and no, because we don't want it through the foot. So let's just bring that back here. And I think if anything, we're going to twist it just around the owl. So let's just twist it around here. And this is optional, right? So we're just, you guys can always like remember how this looked before we started putting it on a branch, and then you could do it that way. So we're going to go around. So Wendy has to go. Okay, bye, Wendy. We'll talk. I'm sure we'll talk to you before Christmas, but if on the off chance we don't, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. So let's just bring this one around here. Okay, around, we're just going to anchor it in 2 places so it stays in place. Bring this one around here and around there. And I probably maybe should have left more on that side. But see, what we can do with this is we'll have like little branches, and then if you wanted to add, like, I think it'd be cool to add like little leaves or something on there. So we're just going to bring that one here, just keep it very organic. And then this one, I should have maybe made these a little bit longer, but that's okay. I'm just going to clip that one because I like the ends that are like not folded. I like the ends that are actually like twisted. So we're going to bring that one around here. And then if I had some like little leaf beads or something, it could be really, really cute. But maybe what I'll do is I'll just put some little green beads. So let me just see if I have some teeny little ones in my, I have some seed beads. The owl looks so adorable and cuddly. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the design is cute, eh? I really like it. So why don't I just get some little beads? I have these ones that are those green ones. I have some little transparent green ones, but they might be a little bit too small. So I'm just going to see how that works. These are the seed beads. So these are really cute. And with a real branch, that would be cute. Yeah, with a real branch. That's a good idea. So if we just take these little beads, let me just compare them with the transparent ones. I don't know if I have a lot of transparent ones. Let me just, I think, you know what I'm going to do is just go with these opaque ones. Ooh, my hair. So if we just go with the opaque ones, I can use different shades of green, I think. So say we just like stick it on here. Let me just see how it works if we just kind of wind a few beads in here. I'm just going to play around with it, and then you guys can go with whatever idea that you like. So if we just kind of wind the wires around to hold them in place. I'm not quite sure how this is going to look, but we'll just play. We'll just play and see. So we're just going to go around here, around there, and I'll just trim the end a little bit, and then just some over here as well. That's one fluffy owl. Yeah, the sky is the limit, eh? With the owl, there's really a lot you can do. Oh my God, yes. Do you like the beads, Amber? Let's see how it's going to go. So I'm trying to like put a little bit of variety in there. And if you had some little leaf beads too, that would be super cool. Perfect. Has anyone seen a real owl? We actually have a place near where we live called the Echo Museum. And you can go and see animals in their natural habitat, which is really, really cool. So, yeah, that's a really cool place. I remember when Mimi was little, they used to bring school trips there to the Echo Museum so they could see the animals, and it was really super fun. So there we go. They look mechanical until they fly away. Yeah, we were actually in another area near a place called Techno Park the other day, and there's all kinds of owls there. It's near the airport, and apparently the owls and the hawks hang out there because there's lots of mice around the airport, like around the runways and stuff. So there's tons of, we didn't see any, but apparently there's tons of wild birds there. Predator birds, I guess you would call them. So we're going to bring this one around here. And how perfect the little guys. Aw, thanks. Well, you guys inspire me all the time. So this is super fun. This is kind of fun, the little branches too. Oh my goodness, I'm just having so much fun. If Mia doesn't show up, I might never get that ferret done, but I'm hoping to get the ferret done as well. I'll do at least one ferret. And hopefully she'll be able to come, and if not, she can see the replay. So we're going to bring this. The beady eyes move. It's true, they do move a little bit. Yeah, no, that was just how do you say, like a bonus, or in French you say azald, c'était un azald. So it was just like a random that it did that. So that's pretty cool. So now let's bring this one around here. My ends are a little short, so I'm just twisting them around. Yeah, this side is going to be the branch is much shorter on this end than the other one, but that's okay. I just didn't really predict how it was going to work The branches and the leaves totally make it. Yay, that's fun. It's sometimes it's just in the details, eh? That's the interesting thing about, especially with wire art. You know, you want it simple, but you want enough details to make it look somewhat realistic. So that's interesting. So let's just tighten that one up a little bit. And then hopefully we have enough on this wire to do 2 beads. I would like to do 2 beads on the last one. So we're just, whoops, that's white. That's, well, we could do little flowers on there too. Let me just grab another little poignée, a little handful or fingerful of beads. So there we go. We're going to go this. I want to do a big one for my wall. Oh, well, I would love to see your big one on your wall. That sounds amazing. Be sure to share a pic if you do one. So let's just bring this one here. We'll put one more on there and hope that it fits. We're really tight for wire here, but that's okay. We're just going to see what we can do. Bring that around. And let me move those beads. So there, yeah, the branch is really not very balanced because I did it shorter on one side than the other. And you can even make it like more 3-dimensional if you want to bring it out and make it more three-dimensional. So there's that. And then, you know, if you did want to make a little more detail in the body, just to fill it in a little bit, because now it looks a little bit bare. So I'm just going to grab a wire. And I do like the idea of putting like a little heart in there. So let's just give him a little heart inside his belly. So there, we're going to bring this one down here. And we'll just bring this one up. I could do the Mimi heart, or I could do it this way. I think I'll just do it this way. The Mimi heart is where you bend it over each other and it makes a nice heart. I'll show you both ways. I call it the Mimi heart because my daughter Mimi kind of came up with the idea when she was really, really little. I mean, I'm sure other people had done it before, but oh, it's super cute. I'll show you the Mimi heart. The Mimi heart is you take a piece of wire like this, and basically what she did, she was super little. She just bent this like this. She just like took a wire and she bent it, and it just kind of did something like it kind of did that naturally. And she said, "Oh, Mom, look, it's a heart." And then so we just like continued it down and continued it down, and it made a heart. So that's what we call a Mimi heart. Well, I just made that up now, but that's what I always think of her when I make those hearts. So that would be cute, the little Mimi heart or the regular heart. So you guys vote. Do you want the regular heart or the Mimi heart? You guys let me know in the comments which one looks better. I could bring this one in a little bit more. And then then I'll just attach it. I'll figure out a way to attach it. So there's that one with the loop, or that one without the loop. The Mimi hat. Oh, the Mimi heart. Let's do the Mimi heart. Okay, awesome. Oh, she'll be delighted. She just laughed. So there we go. So we're going to stick that one in there. And the trouble now is, how do we add it without it totally warbling out of place? So maybe if we bring it in from behind, we'll bring it here, and we can just wind it in. So we're just going to center it here somewhat. Let me just hold that, bring it in. We want it somewhat centered. Okay, I'm going to bring this one around. Could have almost put it through the legs. That's what I'm wondering. Could almost put it through that leg, but I don't want to distort it too much. So I'm going to bring it through here. Okay, we'll bring it through here. In there. Perfect. And then you have to, this is the part where you have to anchor it in place so it doesn't flip. See, this also, what I could have done at the beginning is, when I started the design, rather than having to add these bits after, what I should have done is done the heart first. Okay, so I should have done the heart first with the same wire. So I would have like gone up, you know, down, and then around there and up. So that's what I should have done to begin with. But because I didn't think about it, we're just going to put that with the other, putting the other wire in front, keep it in place. It might, yeah, it might keep it in place. I'm just trying to see yeah, if I had put that one over top, it might have been better. So let me just see, because I want it to also to be a little bit discreet. So what if I put it here? I'm going to try to bring it. The other thing is you want to go with the sort of the flow of the wires, right? So even if I put it like back through there, it probably wouldn't be too bad. I'm just going to bring it right through here. Bring this one down here. That's not too bad. And then to give it an extra secure little security so it doesn't flip, you want to wind it around another wire. Like winding it there seems to help. So that's good. And then if you find it's still flipping, let me just see. It's not really flipping, but if it was, you could also wind that wire around the branch. But I think it's going to be fine. Looks okay. So we're going to clip those ends here. Make sure we don't clip the other ends. I love your vids. Oh, Nicole. Hi, Nicole. You taught me how to make rings. Yay. I'm so happy. Yeah, I have a lot of ring videos on my channel now. Rings are super fun to make. So guys, here is our finito wire owl with the glasses and the branch. Boy, this is what you call an all-dressed owl. So let me know what you think. So there he is. Wow, that's a work of art. Perfect. So I love what you're doing with the owl. This is my first time here. Fantastic. Thanks, Janice. Welcome. So there's Owl. So he was kind of a combination of a lot of ideas on here. I still would like to try one with these little flowery eyes, but I don't have time today. I also want to try the macrame owl, but I'm going to take a break and go to the... love him. Yay. Beautiful and cute. Thanks, guys. That's fantastic. Oliver the owl. Ooh, he looks like an Oliver. I have a friend, her grandson is called Oliver, and they call him Ollie. He could be Ollie the owl. So now let's take a break, go to the ferrets, and then if we have time after, I'll go back to the owl and try the macrame one. I'm just going to grab a sip of water. There we go. Perfect. So guys, let me know in the comments where you think I should go with this ferret, because I have this ferret, standing ferret. I have this one with the beads and the whiskers. I can do a stylized one of him like sitting up like that. Either like with, I'm not sure I love that spiral tail. It doesn't indicate it's a ferret. I kind of like this tail like that. So maybe what I'll do is the second one is adorable. This one's really cute. This might be really hard with the beads and whiskers. I think everybody likes that one. And the heart one. You know what? How about we start with the simple one with the heart, and then we'll go to that one. I think we're going to do that because this one's a little more complicated. So let's start with a silhouette one. I'm going to use the gold wire again. He looks complicated. Yeah, he does look complicated. And the trouble with this is sometimes they look adorable as a drawing. And then when you actually try to do it in wire, they don't look adorable anymore. So let's see what we can do just with a simple one. And then we'll go from there. They look like rats. Yeah, they do look a little bit like rats too. Yeah, it's true, eh? So let's go ahead and cut the wire. I don't think I need it too long for the silhouette one. Perfect. So now I could even like just copy the shape of this one as well. So say we're going to just do, maybe I'll start at the bottom and I'll finish them up at the top. So if we go ahead and just start by doing like a kind of a shape like that, and if you do want to like print out a design on Google or something, clip art, like I'm sure there's lots of clip art for ferrets as well. So if we do something like that, and then just up and around, and then we can just like maybe dangle the heart down from it after. So we're gonna do just like a little shape, and I'll try to like keep tracing it as much as I can because it can get distorted like really quickly. So I don't know if I like the tail up. I kind of like the tail down like this. I kind of like this design too. Maybe I'll just do something a little bit like that for now, and then I can always come back and play around with it. So if we bring this one down And then we're going to bring this one around. I kind of like the shape of the tail just like that. I don't know how long their tails are really. I don't know if I've ever seen a ferret. I just looked at some photos on Google so to get some ideas. And then if we just bring this one around here, and then, but I think the shape is really important. They seem to have like a really long, skinny neck. So tail up. Okay, so I could put the tail up as well. That would be a good idea. So let's start with this and then we can play around with it because this doesn't take too long to make. And then if we just kind of get like, his nose does look a little pointy. So we're going to go down here and then maybe just try for like a little, an eye. Now, if you want the eye to be small, because the ends of the pliers, I'm just going to get that out of the way. The ends of the pliers aren't super small. So I usually just start my circle and then pull it tight. So this is the same hack as when you do the ends for the letters, where you make the circle and then you pull it tighter so it actually looks quite small. And then what you want to do is we could bend it up a bit and then just try to do like a little ear thing. So either the ear can be sticking out or down. I think I kind of like the ears sticking out actually. So let me just, oh no, it has to go the other way. So let me just straighten that up a little bit. So if we're going to bend this one up, and then we want to bring the ear. Ooh, I hope I didn't ruin my wire. So we're going to bring this one down here and just make the a little ear like that. Kind of looks like a bunny ear now. What does, well, I don't know, not too bad. But you do need to finish it somewhere. So we're just going to finish it up at the top. Maybe I should have done the ear a little bit different, but we're just going to see. And then the neck is quite like long. That's the thing with the ferrets. Their necks are quite long. So we could just bring this one up here. Oh, now that's not quite right. So we're going to bring this one out here a little bit. Okay, and bring that one over here. And then you want, yeah, so the neck is quite long, but I see that's the shape. I'm not 100% convinced. Maybe the ears should go down a bit. Let's try it that way. So if we bring the ear down, then we're going to be able to bring the neck to the other side of the ear. So let's just try that. We're going to bring this one down here. Whoop. Bring that one down. Now it looks like a mouse. Yeah, yeah. Long and silky with tiny legs and a long tail. Okay, so yep. So we're just going to keep going with this and see if we could get the shape right. And if not, we'll just try another one. I'm not too worried about it because, you know, it's very easy just to play around with it. And then if it doesn't work, you would just scrap it and do another one. So we're going to bring this one down. The ear I'm not too sure about. So we're going to bring this one down here. Sometimes it takes a few tries to get it, and then I'm just going to bend this end around here. But at least you have sort of like a design idea. And if you can trace a design for the silhouette, then it's going to look more like a ferret because you'll have an actual exact like tracing of a silhouette of a ferret. So if we do that, and then of course you always need the loop at the top to hang a earring hook or a pendant or like a jump ring or something on there. So I love it. I think it looks great. Oh, thank you. Fantastic. So Inga, hey Inga, how are you? Perfect. So there we go. So he's kind of cute. He's adorable actually. And there we've got, whoops, there we've got that. So if you did want to hang like a little bead on there, I'll try another one after, of course. And let me just see, I have a whole bag of heart beads on here. So let me just find a little heart. So I have different colors. I have red, I have purple, I have clear, and I have amber. So you guys choose a color of a bead and I'll stick a bead on there. He looks cute. Oh, thank you. Hey, Clarice, how are you? Nice to see you. So now I'm going to just make my own head pin because I do not have gold head pins, and I will do that. So red, purple, amber. Oh, great. All different choices. How am I going to decide? if you Google. Yeah, if you can definitely Google images, photos, or clip art of ferrets, and you can get lots of ideas for shapes and stuff. So we have 2 ambers so far. So maybe we'll just go with amber because we have two requests for amber. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make my own little head pin, and we'll remove these guys and stick this one on here. So we're going to stick that one in there. And a head pin might look better because then you wouldn't have the loop at the bottom, but that's okay. Just for the sake of trying it. The arm might not be you know what I should have done is done a little loop at the end of the arm maybe, but just for the sake of just trying it, we're going to do this. Nephew owns 2 of them. Wow, that's so cool. So there we go. So we're going to cut this to about 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch. So Ashita says, hello, how are you? Now we're going to bend this back and around. So we're going to put that one, and then you would just like slip it in here. But the trouble with this is it could slide. So what I would do maybe in the future, because it could like slide off, right? So what I could do in the future is even do like a little double loop here. Like say you did, either you make a loop, okay, so either you do like a double loop for the hand, and then you, this does not look very good at all, but that's the idea. You do like a double loop there, and you'd have your heart hanging down, or you could do like a little extra loop on that thing there. Anyways, you get the idea, because now it's hanging in his foot. So there we go. And the end of the tail, you could definitely do the heart. Maybe we'll hang it on the end of the tail. That's a good idea, Becca. Let's do that, because it's not going to be behaving at all. So let's just hang it on the end of the tail, and that way we don't have to worry about it going all over the place. So, and then next time if I was to do one, I might just, do an extra loop on the hand so it won't move around. So let's do that. Take it off of there, stick it on the tail. Just makes for a slightly longer pendant, but that's fine. I didn't make it very big anyways. So there we go. Perfect. You could put a white seed bead at the bottom loop. Ferrets have a white tip at the end of the tail. Oh, cute. Oh, that would be adorable. Yeah, there we go. So there's, with the little heart hanging down, the little ferret. So let's challenge ourselves and try this guy. So I'm going to just fold this one and see what we can do with that to get that shape. So let me go ahead. I'm going to put the ones we've done at the side. And, oh, yeah, Mustafa has to go. Merry Christmas, Mustafa. Good luck with your exam. And we'll keep in touch for sure. So, and we'll see each other in Discord. If you guys aren't already in the Discord group, we have lots of discussions after the live streams and stuff on Discord. So let's go ahead and cut this piece of the 20 gauge wire, and then what we can do is just start at the tail so we don't run out of wire. If we start like halfway through here, and we're just going to go ahead and bend this one, and maybe I'll just go ahead and bring the tail down right away. Okay, and then up this way. Okay, around here, and then just start by doing the foot. I don't want to make it too big either, so we're going to bring that one here. And then if we just bring it up, sometimes I do the animals like this where you kind of bend their leg up a little bit. Maybe that's too far over, so I'm going to just move that a little bit and bring that one like up here. Just bend it around. And then we're going to bend this to the back. And then it just sort of, you're bending the line on top of each other. So we're going to bring this one around here. Perfect. And then bring this one around here. You can even like kind of bring it down and over a bit if you want. And then we can do, this isn't going to be proportionate, so I won't follow the sketch anymore because I made it a little bit smaller. So then if we just, this almost looks like a cat, the way this is looking now, but let's just try to do it in a way that maybe when we do the face, it'll look more like a ferret. So we're going to bring this one here, this front paw. Bring this one around, okay? And then what we want to do is we want to form the face, but let's also fix the tail up a little bit. So we'll bring this one around here. Okay, we'll just pinch that one up a little bit. Perfect. And then we're going to bring this one out and it'll form like the back of the ferret. So now to do the face, let me just see how I'm going to do that. Sometimes it's easier just to take it from here and then start forming the head around that way. It's got a bit of a pointy, little pointy face, I think, right? So let's just bring that around here, up here. This might not look like a ferret at all, but we're just going to try it. And then you want to do the little ears. So we're going to bring this one around here and then just form the little ears around here, up here, and then bring this one around, curve it around, and then do the other ear on the other side up there. And then I'm going to bend this one to the front. So we're just going to bring this one around to the front here, just so it bends like the opposite way of the other one. So there's just like here, I think his head might not be wide enough. It's going to look cuter if the face is a little chubbier. So we're going to bring this one around here and see how it goes. It's not too bad. So we're going to bring that one around here. And then I just have to think in terms of how I'm going to finish this off. Maybe I should bring this one to the back and then we're going to finish it at the top. I'm going to try that. So I'm going to bring this one to the back. Okay, bring it around here. This one is maybe not as big as the other ear, so I'm going to pull it out a little bit more and then bring this one down here. It should be good. Even one ear can be a little smaller than the others. We're just, the idea is now we want to make the head. Okay, so we've got the head. And then we want to bring this one around behind because we have to finish it off, right? So if we bring this one around behind, okay, and I think I want to finish it around here. So sometimes I would finish it at the center of the head, but I kind of like the idea of finishing it like behind the ear here. So if we finish it like that, and then we need to do the shape of this part. So let's bring that to the back. We're going to, if you need to use a round form, you can use a marker. This one's a little big, so maybe I'll use the Crayola one. So I like this one. I use this one a lot. So we're going to bring this one down and then form this, like do a nice little curve to bring it up for the head. So we're going to bring this one up here. Let's see how it looks. It's coming along. It's not too bad. And I also want to give the impression of having like a little more narrow neck if possible. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that because the ferrets seem to have like a really skinny kind of neck thing going on. So let's just bring this one right in. I don't know if we could do that. Maybe what would be the best thing, we're just going to exaggerate it a little bit. So we're just going to take this one and then bend it back to form the roundness of the top of the head. And then it looks like the neck is a little bit more narrow. And we could bring it up a little bit if it's too low down. Okay, we're just going to bring that around there. Now it's a little too high up, so maybe around here. We can always adjust it after. And then I'm going to bend it around that wire just to secure it in place around there. And then I will clip it. Okay, that body looks longer. Yeah, so you have to like exaggerate it. Sometimes you have to exaggerate it to make it look right. So now we're going to bring this here and do, depending on if you're going to attach it with a jump ring or directly to your string or your cord. Usually I will do this loop parallel to the piece and add a jump ring. If you want it more discreet, you can do this one perpendicular and add it directly to your cord. So we're going to bring this one around here, pull that one around, and I am going to clip this one now. And I posted a picture of Discord I think would be good for the wire ferret. Ah, perfect. Yes, so if you guys want to share ideas on Discord as well, that would be perfect. I'm going to see if I can pull up the app on my thing. So we're going to bring this one here. And so there's the idea there. So like the shape, like I said, you could print out a picture of the shape to get it the right shape that you like. But that's sort of the design concept of how to do like the head and then finish it off somewhere where you can actually hang it. So now what I'm going to do is just get some wires to make the whiskers, and I think I'm going to use a contrasting wire. I'll use the silver. Perfect. So I'm going to use some silver, and we are going to do the whiskers. So perfect. I'll use some silver wire, and I'm going to do this a little bit like we did the cat. We did some cat hair, like scarf pins and hair clips. So I'm going to try to do this in the same way that we did the cat. So we're going to pull 3 little wires here. I think I'm going to cut them a little bit longer. I'd rather cut them too long than too short. So these are about 4 inches or something. So we're going to do that. Just going to grab another sip of water. And we'll pull these ones out. Perfect. Now, let us... Joan says, I love ferrets. I miss mine. Okay, so you had a pet ferret. How interesting. We have a friend that has 2 pet otters. I haven't seen them in ages, but I saw them when they were babies, and they're pretty crazy pets. They're very, very, very hyper. So now what I want to do for this is I want to get like a little nose bead. I thought like a little pink nose would be super cute. So I'm just going to see if I have any little pink beads. I have this one. It's just like I don't know if it's a good color pink. It's more of a matte pink, and then I have like a little shiny pink one. I kind of like the delicate one. So what I was thinking to do for that is just to take these 3 wires, and hopefully the 24 gauge wires. Yeah, otters. Yeah, she actually it's an ex-girlfriend of someone that I know, and they actually had the otters living in the garage, and they had a decent sized house, but now apparently the otters live in her very tiny apartment. So I don't know how she manages with that, but it sounds like a bit of a nightmare to me. But if you love your otters, I guess. So there we go. So we're going to just attach that like that. I'm just trying to think in terms of how I want to do this. Maybe I should secure it a little bit more. If I take this wire, just so it won't like rotate back and forth, I'm wondering if I should go through it again, or maybe I don't have to. Maybe I could just put it through here and add the beads after. So I'm just thinking now, guys, because I can wind this around. There's 2 things I'm just thinking out loud here, because I could put it back through there, or I could wind it on either side. There's a few things that I could do here. So let me just look at the otter thing again. Yeah, I'm going to actually put it through there, I think. I'm going to try this. So let me just take this one and put it back through the bead if it fits. Yeah, we're going to put that one back through the bead. Hold that in place. And because I wanted the top wire to be a little more horizontal, so that's fine. So we just went through, luckily my bead was big enough, so I just went through it again. So now what you want to do is separate the beads. So we're going to just separate the beads, or the wires. We're going to go like that. And then this one, let me just see which one I twisted. Sorry, I have to bring it off camera for a second so I can actually see it. I think that's good. So there we go. So we're going to go like that. And then we want to attach it to the I'm calling it an otter now, it's a ferret. So now we're gonna get this and attach it here. So now we wanna hold it in place. This should be interesting to see if it actually holds. The nose might be a little bit big, but you get the idea. So we're gonna just bring this one around like we did the cat. And then we're gonna bring it around here. So we're gonna bring that one around there. And I think I'm just gonna attach them all because I'm worried that these wires are gonna come out. So we're gonna bring this one around here. Okay, around here. And then pull this one. I cut them way too long as usual. But there we go. So, oh, now I even snapped the wire at the end, but that's okay. So we're going to bring it here and here. And then let's just attach this one. Perfect. If you can't tell, I'm schooly all over animals, especially tiny ones. That's fun. Well, the only animal I really love are bunnies. I mean, that's the only animal that truly melts my heart. Other than that, I like animals, but I'm definitely not a fanatic. So now we're going to take this one and bring it around here. Perfect. And right around here. And then we just have these two left here. So we're going to bring this. Now this is really tiny to be doing these whiskers. There might be a better way to do them. I think I might try some other ways as well. But it's okay for now. But now what I need is some really, really tiny beads for the eyes. And I'm not sure I have any that are really suitable. I think I'm just looking at my beads here as we speak. I have some little, maybe in these ones. I'm going to just pull these ones out again. I have some little ones, but I don't know if I have enough that they're, like I have two of each. So I'm just going to pull out a bunch. Oh, here, wait. I have black, maybe black, okay? So let's get some black beads for the eyes. Somebody over here was trying to rehome two bunnies. Oh, I love them so much, but we don't have any pets right now. The pets are a lot of work, so I don't think I would get another one. Not at this point anyway. So we're going to get a couple of the little black beads. Make sure they're both like really small. And put this one on here. So hopefully I can find the hole. Oh, this is really tricky. There we go. So we're going to put that one on there. And then what I want to do is wind it around. It's almost too small. That one's really small. Hang on. Let me get a bigger one. Okay, this one. And let me see if I have a bigger one. I don't want them too small. Okay, so this one maybe. There we go. I'm just trying to find some black beads that are small, but not too small. So there we go. So these are like the smallest size seed beads that I have, and they might be the smallest size they make. I'm not sure. So here we're going to just take this one and wind it around. Okay, we want to wind it around to hold it in place. Okay, there's one, and then we're going to put it on the other side. Stick it on there. And stick that one down. And then bring that one on here. And wind that one around on this side. And hopefully it's going to not get too distorted when we wind it around. Yeah, these are kind of like flipping back and forth because I only twisted it in one place. So, but I think once they're wound around the side of the ferret's face, they should be fine. So we're just going to take this. Yeah, it's really, the cat was easier because it was really a lot larger, but this one's a little bit more tricky. So we're going to bring this one up here. Yeah, it's very, very tricky to hold it when it's so tiny. So let's just bring this one here up to the top and bring that around. Okay, the eyes are cute though. If I could just get them to hold in place. I'm going to just bring that one down a bit. Should be good. So it's hard to get them like in the exact same position, but that's not too bad. So now we want to maybe twist it a little bit more. Yeah, this is really tricky when it's so tiny. Okay, we're going to bring that one in there a little bit more. Perfect. So now we're just going to bring that one around. Perfect. And there we go. So there's one side. And then now we're going to do the other side. Try to get it nicely centered. Bring this one around here. Now, if this is going to be a pendant, these little ends could be a little sharp, but they're going to be cute if we just cut them as is. So, oh, Becca's got to go. Bye, Becca. Merry Christmas. We'll see you in the group for sure. And happy holidays. So there we go. So there's our little guy. And then what we want to do is position these how you like. Okay, the little whiskers. And I'm just going to clip them. If you did want them to be not so sharp, the other thing you can do is, we can just try it too to show you. You can just take this, and where you want the whisker to end, rather than clipping it, if you're worried about it being sharp, you can just take this and bend it back. Okay, you could just take it, bend it back, pinch it in place, and then if you cut it here, just like really flush, like super flush, so it's right, it ends right beside the wire. Okay, you can just clip it, and then that way, if you pinch it back, you don't feel it, it's not sharp, like it's right back there. So maybe I'll do that, and then that way they won't be sharp. And otherwise, if it's just an ornament, just cut. It's totally fine. But because it's going to be a pendant, you might want to bring this in so your ends aren't sharp. So you can do that. Just make sure when you clip them that they're really flush, so they sit in there and they stay in there. So it just like touches that side of the face. So now same thing here, bend it back, pinch it down, and we're going to cut that flush right in there. Perfect. And bring that one down. And then these ones too on the other side. Try to get them more or less the same size. So we'll just go ahead, cut that, bend it about, it's almost a 1/4 inch, not quite, somewhere between 1/4 and 1/2 inch, not 1/2 inch, 1/4 and 1/8 of an inch. Same thing, cut it there so it sits in there flush. And then these ones, and then we'll be pretty well done. Gonna bring that one in, and then if we have time, I can try the macrame owl. I might not get it done, but I can at least get it started just to see how we do. We're gonna poke that one in, and if you guys have to go, no worries at all. Last time I think our live stream was about 2 hours long. I'm not sure where we're at now, but that's okay because I want to do this anyways. So there we go. Said about the bunnies needing to be rehomed. Yeah, that's really hard when there's so many animals that need homes and the ones that can't live in the wild. But hopefully they'll find a home for them. So we're going to bend this one in here. We actually used to have an organization in Montreal called the Bunny, I think it was called the Rabbit Rescue. I don't know if they still exist or not anymore. So here's our little guy. We can just bend these out a little bit to make the shape a little more interesting. And this one too, we could just bend that one down and down here and then up. So his face is really cute. I kind of like it. So let's just bring this end. So now we want to make sure these ends are like sticking together type of thing. So there's the design ideas. So you guys can definitely, you know, do your own thing with it, figure out some other like, and then change if you need to change the shape, if you need to make it more narrow, more wide. There's all kinds of like little finishing touches you can do to adjust it. So there's our little ferret. Love how you did the whiskers. Thank you. Yeah, they're really cute. And like I said, if you want to just leave them and just clip them, you could totally do that too. You can just clip them off and not fold them back, and that would be super cute as well. Just going to grab a little sip of water. Perfect. Let me just check the time. Wow, it's already 2:20. So guys, we might not get the owl done, but let me get started with it and see what we could do. And I'm going to just move those to the side. I'll just show you what we've done so far. And then if you have to go, it's totally fine. That ferret is cute too. Aw, thank you. So here's the 2 ferrets and the owl. So those are these ones. And then if you guys have to go, no worries at all. And I'm just going to play around and try to figure out if I could do a macrame owl. So what I'm going to do is just remove some of my beads here. Perfect. And I'll just get started and then we'll go from here. So for the macrame owl, I want to use 28 gauge wire. So we're going to use the 28 gauge wire and see what we can do with that. And like I said, I'm just going to get started. I'm not going to finish it because it's going to take a while. And then I'm going to need some pins. And I'm actually underneath here. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm on a cork board, so I should be able to stick my pins in there. All of them are cute. Yay! I hope you try them. That'd be awesome. So now I'm just going to get a bunch of straight pins because you have to hold some of these things in place with the straight pins. So I'm just going to get those ones out here. And I actually had printed some instructions for a macrame owl from a way back. It's, I don't even know where I got this. It was just some random instructions that I got off the internet. So what you want to do to start is just start by having a base wire. So what we're going to do first, and maybe I'll even start with a thicker base wire just so I have something solid to hang it on. So I'm going to start with just the 20 gauge wire as a base wire, and then we'll go from there. So perfect. Now, so what I want to do is I'll just, to be able to hold this in place, I'm just going to like secure the ends. So I'm just going to make a couple of like little circles on the end. These are going to get clipped later, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so we're going to just get this here, and then I'll pin them onto the board. Okay, so we're just going to do that, pin them onto the board, and then that way when I tug at it, it's going to hold in place. So that's a good thing. So then you need some of this thread-like wire. This is 28 gauge. And I think I'm going to try just cut the length of this cork board. And it looks like it's about 2 feet long or something. So maybe I should do it a little bit longer than that. I'm actually going to measure it so I know. There we go. So let's just measure this. So this is 18 and 6. So let's cut 2 feet of wire. And we're going to need 6 pieces. So we'll cut 6 pieces of this 28 gauge wire that are 2 feet long, and then we'll go from there. So let's just, oh, it's going to get all tangled up too. So let's just go ahead and do this. And then what I'll do is I'll just get started with it, and then I will stop the video and maybe I'll film the rest. I'm not sure. We're going to see. Anyways, you guys, like I said, I totally am not going to be offended if you leave the live stream at any time because this might take a little while. I'll stick around as long as I can and you get in the shower so I can attempt to deliver. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a busy time, Amber, for sure. So I'm going to cut 6 pieces of this wire, and then we're going to attach them to the base wire and see if it's going to work. And I might be going nowhere with this. It might totally work. I was going to actually try 24 gauge wire, but I was really worried the 24 would be too, I'm going to just remove this from the spool. I was worried the 24 would be too stiff, and I'm pretty sure it would be. I don't think you can macrame with 24 gauge wire. So I scrapped that idea. And let me just, this is getting tangled up. So let me just untangle some of this like that and see if we can get some pieces. I have 2 or 3 now. I think I have 3. So there we go. Keep going, Heather. Gives me an excuse to be lazy. Perfect. There we go. So Ginger, let me know if you're working at the same time, if you're making anything, and I'll be curious to see what you guys create. So let me just do this. Yeah, this wire is getting super tangled. So I think what I have to do first is just untangle this wire, because that's the thing with the 28 gauge wire. It's very, very, very thin. So let me just kind of pull some of these pieces out a little bit. Perfect. And then we're going to do this. So no, I'm not making anything, just being lazy. That's okay. It's a good time of year to be lazy, that's for sure. I'm looking forward to that next week. I'm just finishing up my stuff from this week, and then I can take my time next week. Actually, next week I think I'm going to focus on doing more painting and drawing, and I'd love to put some more videos on my channels, on the art channel, because that's been super fun. So I think I just need one more here. Oh, so that ended up being the right size. So what they do in macrame, I'm just going to troubleshoot this because I haven't done it in a long time, but basically you fold the wire in half, okay, and then you bring it up, and then you loop it under here, and then you bring it, the two ends through here. You do like a slip knot thing. Now this has to go under here, and you go like over here and through there. So you basically do a slip knot, okay, and it's definitely going to get kinked, this wire. There's not much we can do about that, but that's the idea. Like you just pull it up and you make like this little slip knot thing. So we'll start with that, and we'll do all of our pieces, and then we'll play around with it and see what we can do. So let me know in the comments if you guys do crochet, or not crochet, macrame, and let me know. I have some 34 gauge. Woo, wow. That's 34 gauge wire. So that's thin. That's really thin. I mean, the thinnest I've ever used is the 28, I think. I don't even know if I have any 30. So 34 must be so thin. I don't know if you would, I mean, it would probably work nicely, but it would be very, very delicate. So now we're going to go and do this one. Just pinch this up a little bit. There we go. So there's two. And I don't mind it being a little loose on there too. I think that's kind of cool. I think I like the way that looks, and I'll probably just figure out what to do with the 20 gauge base wire after the fact. I'm not too worried about it right now. So we're going to bring this one through here and then stick our ends through there, and then just bring it. So this part is finicky. Just the setup takes a while. Mimi always laughs at me because whenever we do art at night, it takes me forever just to set up my art stuff, like my supplies, and decide what I'm going to use and arrange everything. And by the time I've set up my art supplies, she's like already done her pictures. So, but I find the setting up, the preliminary stuff is necessary. I think we talked about this on the last live stream, about how the setup is as important as, you know, the actual making the item, because they're like warm-up exercises. So this is sort of, I feel like I'm warming up and also percolating ideas for what to do with your actual thing. So Karen did at macrame when she was young. Yeah, it was super popular in the 70s. We did a lot of macrame in the 70s for sure. So I'm doing 6 pieces of wire. So it ends up being 12 strands hanging down. And this is the 28 gauge wire, and I cut each piece to be about 2 feet long. So we'll start with that, and then we'll see what we can do. And I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have one more to do, and then that should be good. So don't worry too much about if you distort this wire, because you can always bend it back in place after. And I'm going to get another one here. And Joan said, I used to do macrame with my mom. Yeah, I don't remember if my mom did macrame. I don't think she did, but she used to buy us a lot of craft kits. And so I think I probably just learned on my own from a kit. My sister did a lot of macrame. She did like the owls and the plant holders, right? Those were popular in the 70s. Now that would be fun to make out of wire, a little plant holder. So here are our pieces. Okay, these are all our pieces. Let me just straighten that out a little bit. So we have our 6 pieces of wire, and then I have to remember how I did this, because what you have to do is actually you take groups of 2, and I kind of know how to do the macrame. I just have to remember, because I did a macrame hammock for my daughter's dolls, so that was super fun. And but now I just have to remember how to do it. I think hopefully it's like riding your bike and you just remember. So let me just move these out of the way. In fact, maybe a good idea to hold these out of the way would be to get a pin. I'm just going to try this, because these are going to get in my way for sure. We're going to bring this and just like do that, and then that holds it apart. It's like a hairdresser taking a comb and bringing your hair to the side, right? So now what we want to do is take these 2, and we're going to, I think what you do is, let me just double check. You go over the 2 strands, and I think what you have to do is you go over and then under. I think that's what you do. You go over and under here. Okay, we go over and under, and then you pull it up. Let's bring that one up a little bit. Yeah, this if I was to do this, it's going to take us all day. So I'm really just going to do a few of these, and then we're going to sign off for today, because it's going to take a long time. But this is over and under, and then what you have to do, I went over and over, and then you go, I think then you have to do under and under, whoops, and then over. I think that's how you do it, and then over there. So the idea is you want to make a knot, but you want to grab these 2 in the middle. So there we go. So we've got like a little knot thing going there. Okay. And then we do the same with this group of 2. We're going to bring that one here, go there, and then I'm going to actually remove that too and go there. So then we do this group of 2. I'm pretty sure I'm going to run out of wire. So Mark made a macrame swinging chair. Whoa, in high school. That sounds fun. Cool. And Ashita says, I do macrame. Sometimes I just love how it looks in the end. Yes, yeah, macrame is really funky. It's difficult with wire because it's a little stiffer, but this is a fun challenge, at least to try it. Because otherwise I'd be meaning to try it for a long time and I never get around to it. So this is really fun. So now you want to take this next set of 4, and you want to go like over. Okay, you go over, and then over, under. So we go over, over, under. Okay, and then we're going to pull it up, tighten it up a little bit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to run out of wire, but live and learn, right? So, and because my loops are really loose, you'll use a lot more wire if your loops are loose. So that's something to keep in mind as well. So we're going to bring that one up and just tighten it up quite a bit there. And then we want to go the opposite way. So we're, instead of going over, we're going under. Okay, under. And then this one goes under and then over. Hopefully I'm describing that well, but you can always look up basic macrame knots on the internet, and you can, I'm sure there's like technical terms for these knots, but I think this is just a basic square knot as far as I know. So we're going to bring that one up here, pull it a little tighter, and then we have like a little square knot. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing, bring that one over there. The same thing with the last one, and then we'll go back and alternate so they'll all stick together. So Nicole's heading off. Oh, bye, Nicole. Happy holidays. Fantastic. And there we go. We're going to bring this one, and now we're going to go over. Okay. me just hold this. So the middle two stay in the middle. This one goes over here. And then this one goes over that one and under, or through, I guess you would say, under and through. So now we're going to tighten it up here. Yeah, this actually might be better to do with 30 gauge wire because it would be even softer. But I think even no matter what gauge you use, it's still good. It might little kink a little bit. So now we're going to go under, and then this one goes under, and then am I doing this right? Through. Yeah, I think that's it. So you're like tying a knot, but you're making sure these two wires in the middle stay in the middle. So there we go. We're going to bring this one up here. Let me remove those. Bring this one up here. Perfect. So there we have our 3 square knots. And then what you want to do from there is we're going to, take these 2 from that side and get rid of them. We're going to get rid of those ones. And then we want 2 from this group. And then the first 2 from this group, let's make sure I've got the right side here. Yeah, the second 2 from this group, the first 2 from this group, and then these ones go over here. So these ones go over here. Perfect. And, oh, I'm sorry I can't read your username, but someone says, hey girl, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas right back at you. Perfect. So now we're going to take these ones and do the same thing. So over. Okay, we're going to go over. And this one goes over and under here. Oh wait, something came out of place. So this one goes over, and then this one has to go over and under there. And we're going to pull it up tighter. Perfect. Bring this one up. Try to make sure those wires don't crisscross. I kind of like the looseness of it. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's very, very cool. So then now we have to do the opposite. So this one goes under, and then this one goes under, and that one goes up and through. So there we go. We're going to pull that one up. It's very delicate. It's very pretty the way it looks, and they're like that. So it's looking really, really cool. I like it too. Thank you. So now we're going to pull these to the side. Hold those in place, and then we want to take these ones, the second 2 from this group and the first 2 from this group here, and keep them held in place with those. So now let's do this group and hold these together, and then the middle 2, you're going to keep them in the middle. Yep, keep those middle 2 in the middle, and then try to make sure they stay parallel. If you have to kind of like straighten the wire a little bit, you can do that. Perfect. And I make paracord bracelets and other items. Yes, true, that's right. It's the same kind of knots, eh? Interesting. So now we're going to put this one over, and then this one goes over and under. There, perfect. And bring that one up and bring it up. Try to keep them somewhat consistent. So try to keep the tension about the same on both sides. And then this one goes under. And then this one, the right side one goes under that one, over and through. There we go. So we're just basically tying knots as we go. So we're going to bring this one up. Try not to get your wire kinked up, because once it's like really kinked, it's very hard to fix. So there we go. So we have the square knot there, and then same thing, you can put them over that pin to hold them in place. And then this, okay, so now we're ready to start over because we only have 2 left there. So now we have to start again. So we're going to bring these ones back down. And I think what we're going to do to make the illusion of the V of the owl, what we have to do now is actually just take, let's see, just take these ones. Let me get these over here. We're going to put those ones to the side. Okay, and then these ones, we're going to take the 4 on the right and put them on the side. And then we just need to do our center knot because we want it to look like a V shape, right? Let me get you the picture to show you. Like that. So we're just going to make it sort of in the shape of a V, and we're going to bring this back and just do one little knot in the middle. So then that's going to complete our V. So now we're going to hold this and go over, and then maybe we can add the eyeballs already. So we're going to see. We're going to bring this one over, and then bring this one over and under. And Amber had a good suggestion before, if ever you guys want to, like if there's a long video like this and you want to like fast forward through it, you can actually go to your settings on the video and watch it in fast motion. So that's definitely a great suggestion that Amber had, to watch the videos in fast motion. And then you get to hear me talk like a chipmunk, right, Amber? So that's, I thought that was funny when you said that. So we're going to go over and under, and we're going to bring this one here. Wait, did I do that right? Okay, mind blank. So this actually wants, I'm going to pull it back because I just got a mind blank there. Let me just, these are coming out of the way. So now this one we want to go under. Okay, under. And then this one goes under. I think I was doing a mistake. So now we're going to go under and over. Perfect. LOL, yes. That's great. So there, we're going to put that one up there. So now we have the V of the owl. And then we need to put our beads in there. So now I have to decide what color beads I want to do and what size beads. I love the turquoise ones, so I'll probably just use those ones. Those are the miracle beads. And let's see how we could, where we should put our beads. So I'm going to bring this one here. And just trying to see, I think I'll put a bead for the nose as well, but I'm going to see about that. So now if we bring this one down here, I just have to decide where I want to put the eyes. So if we put this one here and bring the eyes, put it either on both wires or on one wire. I'm going to try to put them on one wire first and then see how that goes. Perfect. Okay, so Amber said, if you're last to alive until you're caught up to the real time. Ah, interesting. Okay, that's cool. So you can start watching the live stream, fast forward and catch up to where we are. That's interesting. I didn't know you could do that. Very nice. So now let's just put these beads on there to see, because I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with them. And then also for the nose, I'm just thinking for a bead. I don't have a beak shaped bead, but I do have these hearts, so maybe they would work. So let's just check our hearts again to see what we have and to see what size. I have a couple of different sizes of hearts. I'm wondering if maybe that size would be better though, because you don't want it too small either, but you don't want it too big either. So let me just see what size I have. I have, the amber one's going to be too small, and I have the red one, which is maybe a little too bright, and I have this one. So let me try this one and see what happens. Perfect. Gold beak. A gold beak would be cool if I had a gold. Let me look at my, oops, I actually have a bunch of metal beads. Let me just check what I have, because I have a whole thing of metal beads here. I'm going to see what I have. Okay, now here's a bunch of beads, but I don't know if I have any that are beak-like. Let me just check. I have, this one's more like a, it's not really big enough. I have that one that's more just like an oval-sized beak. And I don't know that I have any that would be suitable for the beak. This one's way too big, and that's silver. Yeah, I'm a little limited with my beads. That one's interesting. I'll take that at the side. Yeah, I don't know if I have any that are going to be suitable for the beak. I could make it with wire. Let me just see how that one's going to look. But I'm not sure about that. Let me just see. I have a triangle bead. Yeah, I don't think I have a triangle bead. I can look in my other ones. Let me just see. So far I have this. Ooh, that looks weird. And let me look at my other. I have another one that's like a random variety of beads. But I'm not sure I have one that's a triangle. My treasure box. I have whole suitcases downstairs with random beads. I also have these ones. This one's interesting. This is like a cone. It looks like the end of a, how do you say, like an icing maker. I thought I had some triangle ones, but maybe I don't. So I'm just gonna see through here, unless I just made something with wire, which I could do too. Oh yeah, I know I had a metal one at one point that was sort of triangular, but not, I don't think it would be really suitable like that. I have that one, but that's huge. Okay, let me just see. I'm gonna put this one away because I could do something just out of wire. So far I'm not liking any of these. A tube bead. Yeah, I mean, there was this one, but this one looks a little bit, I don't know, that looks a little funny. He kind of looks like Pinocchio. So let me just see what I can do, if I can do anything with this. And if not, we might just go for the heart bead like that. But that doesn't look great either. So let me just see what I can do. I'm going to play around with it and see. 2 small tube beads. That might be a good idea, to do 2 small, like if I had even 2 like that might be good. Let me go back and see if I have any more like that. I forget where I got that one. Was that in the metal bead? Let me see if I have anything more like that, because that might work to do 2 small beads like that, but I'm not sure that I have more. That's the trouble. Sometimes I have just one of each of these beads, and then I don't know if I have any more. I mean, I do also have this tube bead that I could maybe cut. I don't know if that would work. I can just play around with it and see. Let me just see. I'm not sure if I have, or I could do like a coil thing. That could be interesting. Let me just see if, what about a coil thing? Maybe I could do something like that. So let me just try this one. Okay, Joan had a good idea. You can always put gold nail polish on that clear heart bead later. That's a great idea too. That's a great idea. So let me just try this, and if it's not going to work, I'm going to try something like that. I might just use the heart and paint it, or just leave it as is. We're going to see. So, okay, so let me cut this one and just try something quickly. And then if it doesn't work, I'll just go back to square one. So what if we did like a spring? I'm just going to go like this, do a little spring, and just play around with it for a minute and see what we can do. So if we do this, spring it around, and then rather than do it in 2 pieces, I think I'm going to do it in one, and just to see how it goes, time is never wasted when you're doing this, because you know you always see what doesn't work. So sometimes you think something's going to look nice and then it doesn't look nice. After all, this is not like the most even wrap in the world. So we'll bring this one around and then just clip this one and see if this can work. So what if we did something like this? Okay, I'm going to just remove this. And maybe we could bend this up. Do I want to cut it right away? I'm not sure. So let me just bend this up. Okay, that's kind of funky to do like a little nose thing. And let me just bend it a little bit more. I'm going to try this a little bit more and see what we can do. This is certainly going to be interesting. So we're going to just trim that. Okay, I'll cut that one. And I'm going to remove these for now. And then what if we trimmed this one a little bit? Maybe just trim this one to here. Okay, and then what if we, one side is a little longer than the other. What if we took this and bent it around to look like, and now if you need to spread these springs a little bit, you can actually use your cutters, but don't cut them, just very carefully separate them. Okay, just very carefully. And then this one still is a little high, so let me just trim that one a little bit. Okay, and then we're gonna, what if we brought this one around here? Okay, and just bring that one around a little bit more. Around here. So this looks almost like a nose, kind of, sort of. Ooh, I like it. And what if we put, I could have even maybe done a contrasting color. I'm not quite sure. But what if we took this and brought these two wires on this side, and I'm just going to take these, separate them. I want to make sure they stay on the right side. So we take this one and take these two ends together and just put them through this one side. Okay. And here's Merrick. Hey, Merrick, how are you? We're going to put these two through here. Okay, put those two through. Hopefully they're going to fit. Yeah, so we put those two through that side. At the bottom, we might have to figure that out a little bit. So we're going to just, let me just, here, if I push this in a way that it's, I have to separate these ones a little bit more. So I'm going to just, without cutting them, try to just separate them a little bit more. Just a little bit more. And then this one, I might have to hold it with this here. Perfect. So all good, Merrick. How are you doing? We're way deep into this live stream now, and I'm just troubleshooting some macrames. So we've already done a ferret and we did an owl. So if you want to watch the replay for those two, you definitely can. And I'm just going to, like, I'm putting this through one side. Okay, so we've got this. I just have to try to make sure the wire will go down, right down through there, because sometimes they get a little bent and then they won't go through. So let's just try to get those through. I think I'm going to have to adjust this a little bit more, because the trouble is it's hard. I have to separate these a little more so we're actually going to be able to string two wires through. So now we're going to string these two wires through one side. Okay, we'll string these two wires through the one side here. Okay, there we go. So those are through there. And then now we have to string them through. It's going to be a neat beak. It's definitely going to be unique. Yeah, more than unique. It's working, just improvising, right? So now we're going to take these 2 wires on the other side and put them down through here. So now we want to put these ones down through this side. Hopefully they're going to get strung through okay. We're going to bring this one down here. This is what happens when you don't have the supplies you want or you think you want, then you just make up your own, right? So this is definitely something different. So now we're going to we have to try to shove those through there. They're a little bit, because of the angle, it might not be easy to get them through, but if you wiggle them back and forth, then you could figure it out how to get them in. So I think they're getting really mangled now, but if I take my pliers and try to put them in, maybe if I try to put them through one at a time. Okay, if we put that one, okay, this one's pretty good. Now we just have to get the other one through, which might or might not work. So let's just try to get the other one through a little bit. Cross your fingers that it's actually going to go. It's because of the angle of the, yeah, so I'm going to just bring this through, straighten it out a little bit, and then hopefully it's going to go through. And if it doesn't go through, I'll have to straighten out the wires a little bit more. So let me just try to straighten it out a little bit more and see if that's going to go through. T-Bar said, I just joined. How many years ago I made macrame owls? So fun. Yes, macrame owls with cord is probably a little bit easier than doing it with wire, but that's okay. We're just trying to figure it out as we go. And I need to get this wire through here, but for some reason it's a little bit jammed. Oh, I think it came through. There we go. So now it's come through. So now what we have to do is actually take this, grab the wire. Oh, no, don't go back. Don't go back now. You're so close. Let's do this. So we're just going to straighten it out, push it down again, and then grab that end with your pliers. There we go. Okay, we got it. So we're going to bring these 2 through, bring it through, and see if it's actually going to work. So this is our Funky Do springy beak thing, and we'll see if it actually goes through. So we want to straighten out these wires a little bit, pull it up, hold these 4 wires, push this one up as much as we can. They are getting a little bit twisted, so hopefully it's going to work. Push it right up. I think it would be nice with a contrasting color, but this is fun. So there we go. There's our little springy beak. After all that, I don't know if it was worth the effort, but it was certainly fun. So if you have a better beak, go for it. But if you don't have a beak that works, you can definitely do it that way. So now what I want to do is do a knot underneath the eye to hold it in place. It worked, yay! So now I'm going to do a little slip knot underneath the eyeball to get it to hold in place. And now these are in the way, so I'm just going to move these back with our pin. And then we're going to go over here, over, and under. I beat the wire, yay! Oh my goodness. So there we go, beat it into submission and without it breaking, so that's the key. So we're gonna bring that one there, underneath there, and then we want to put this one, make sure they're parallel, under, and then this one goes under and over. Maybe a wire cone might be easier. Yes, a wire cone would probably have been a better bet. We could maybe try that the next time if I ever get the courage to do it again. So we've got that one. So now let's do the other side. Okay, we're gonna just do the other side here. And let's do this side, bring it down, and do our knot on this side. Yeah, I could have put 2 wires through the eye, but I didn't, so that's okay. So we're gonna bring this one under, and this one goes under and over. I hope I'm doing these knots correctly. They seem to be working, so that's a good thing. And we're gonna bring this one up here, tighten it up a little bit. Okay, bring it right up. I need more hands for this project. So we're going to bring it right up. Oop, there we go. Perfect. And then I'm going to do under, and then this one goes under. And then this one goes over. At least my hands are staying on screen with this project because sometimes my hands go off the screen, but because I'm forced to work within this area because everything's pinned in place, at least my hands are staying on screen. So that's a good thing. So now we're going to bring this one up here. So far, he's pretty good. So this is the owl so far. And then what we want to do is maybe do another row of slip knots, and then we can go from there. So let's just bring this one over here, because now I really don't know what I'm doing. So we're going to bring this one here, and then this one, we need the 4 knots out of there. So we're going to bring that one over here. It's very delicate, definitely. Yes, it's definitely a very delicate design. And I don't think I'm going to be seeing hundreds of these in the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club, but it's all good. This is super fun. So we're going to go over here, and then this one also goes over and under. And I hope I can figure out a way to finish it quickly because it would be fun to finish it on the live stream. Let's see what we can do. And we're going to bring this up here, and then this one, pull it tight, and then this one goes under, and that one goes under and over. So there we go. So we're going to do that one, and then we'll do another knot on the other side. So we're going to hold that one in place. It's great working on the cork board because you really can just pin things out of your way, you know, when they're getting in the way. So we're going to go here, and then we're going to do this one here, bring that one over there, straighten it out a bit, and go over, and then this one over and under. Perfect. I got to get a move on. No worries, Amber. Thank you for staying on for so long. Oh my goodness, I can't believe you stayed on this long. I really appreciate it. And I'm sure I'll talk to you before the holidays, but so have a great rest of the day. So we're going to bring that one over here, and this one under, and then this one, oops, under, and then that one over. Perfect. So we're going to do that. Bring it up here. There we go. And then we're just going to see how we do there. So we've got that. And then let's just maybe do, I'm just trying to see. I'm going to do one more row and then go from there. So we're going to bring that one over here. And then we're going to bring one from here after one over here. And to that side, you just want to make sure these don't flip too much. So we're going to bring those ones over here. Perfect. And then this side. And then we'll do one on that side. And then we're going to figure out what we can do from there. So it would have been fun to maybe wind around the eyes a little bit. That would have been super cool. And I'm just trying to see what I did for these designs, the pictures that I had. Yeah, because there's another way to do some different kinds of knots, and I'm not quite sure how to do it. You do some kind of, I'm just going to look at my instructions here to see, because there is another kind of knot you can do. Let me just see. I'm just going to see if I can figure it out. No, I don't see. There's another way to do some other kinds of knots where you get sort of a diagonal line. I should have looked that up before I started, because what you can do is just like if we left these ones kind of loose, apparently there's a way that you can make some kind of knots in a diagonal. I'm going to do one more group, and then I'm going to maybe reassess what I'm going to do here. So we're going to go over, and then this one goes over and under. And then after this row, I'm going to reassess and see what I could do. Perfect. Oh, This long video has been a wonderful break for me. Aw. Oh, sweet. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, well, this has been definitely a very interesting live stream because we're coming up with some new ideas, which is really super fun. So now this is under, and then this one goes under, and this one goes over. Yeah, I'm going to do one more little row of slip knots, and then I'm going to try to do something different for the body, I think. So we're going to got that, bring that one to the side, and then bring this one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Make sure I don't have 5. I think I have 5 here, so we don't want 5. We want 4. So we're going to bring that one over here. Perfect. And do another slip knot. And then, yeah, this is definitely one of my more labor-intensive projects. So I'm not too sure how many people are going to want to do one, but it's all good. It's just fun working out the design. But you can definitely do like simple crocheted bracelets with the wire. There's all kinds of things that you can do that would be really interesting and fun. And macrame doesn't take that long. It's just because this is a new design that I haven't done before, it's taking me a lot longer. But if you were to do a simple crocheted bracelet, that would be easy to do for sure. That would be very, very simple to do. But because this is just something experimental and different, it's taking a little while, but that's all right. It's fun. So we're going to go over and over here, and then under, and then we're going to see what else we can do here. And then this one under, and under. Yeah, if you want to see a picture of the macrame hammock that I made, you can check my daughter's Instagram, Mimi B Dolls, and she it's way down in her feed now because it was in the summer, but she has some pictures of her dolls with the hammock, which is really really cool. So Karen says, great, thank you. Oh, thanks, Karen, so much. It's definitely an experiment. And so what I think we're going to do is, yeah, you know what I might do is just to keep it really, really simple, because usually what they do for the owl, and I'm not quite sure how they do it, is they do like a little, wonder if I could figure that out. It's like they take a wire and they do like a diagonal thing, but I didn't think in terms of how I was going to do that. Maybe I could even add another wire. Let me just see what I can do here. I'm going to take another piece of wire and pull another little piece out and see if I can figure out how I would do something like that, because I don't know how they do it. They like take this and do a kind of another kind of knot on there that just kind of goes around, but I wonder if you could just twist it around or something. I mean, it wouldn't be macrame, but it could be interesting. So like, what if you just took this and twisted it around here, and then this one too. I don't think this is going to work, but we'll just try it and twist that one around, and then you work your way up and twist it around. Because it's wire, there's a lot more you can do than you would be able to do with actual macrame, because with macrame it's not going to hold its shape, but with the wire there's more that you can do that it'll actually hold its shape, because like this will hold its shape now. It might look silly, but we're just going to try it, because honestly, I have nothing to lose. And I like when things have a little bit of variety. You know, when it's just all the same kind of knot thing, I'm not sure it's going to look so nice. So I'm trying to watch as I do the dishes. Good idea. I have to go. Okay, no worries. Bye, Connie. Happy holidays. Start from the left and go to the right doing the same knot. Move one wire over. Yeah, I'm just not quite sure how to do that knot. That's the only thing. I'm not sure how, like, if you do the square knot or if it's a different kind of knot. I'm really not really sure. So I'm just going to try it this way, and then I'll try to get a little bit more knowledge about macrame for the future. But for now, I'm just going to play around with it and just see what I can do. So that's good. Same knot using 4 wires. Like you mean the square knot? I'm just not quite sure how it would hold in place, or it's just like you just do them tighter maybe, or in a different position. That could be it. Let's just play with this. We're just gonna have fun, play around with it and see, and goals are just to get it to look somewhat like an owl by the end of it. I don't know what this is doing right here, but we're gonna see. We're just gonna play around. And at least I could say that I've tried it, right? So a half hitch knot. A half hitch knot. I should look that up and see what it says. Let me just see if it says in my instructions what a half hitch knot is. Not sure if it even says here. Maybe there's a... Maybe this is it. Oh yeah, make a second row of double half hitches directly below the first hitch. So, aha, let me just see. Okay, so this looks like it's a half hitch knot, maybe. But let me just see. Yeah, I think you're right. So let me just see. It's too late now because I've already added this wire, but maybe I can figure out this half hitch knot thing. So if we take this and we bring this one over, okay, and then, oh, so it's kind of what I was doing, but with a different wire. Okay, so that makes sense. You just kind of wind it around. Looks like you do this, and then you bring this one. I see. Okay, so it goes, I get it. So you go, no, you go over it maybe. No, you go, wow, that diagram's really hard to figure out. So it looks like you have to go over, but then you put it through. So that's what makes the knot, is you go over and through, and it makes like a knot thing. So let's try it. Let's try it down here. I don't know what we're going to do with that disaster, but it looks like what you do is you bring it here, like you loop it, and then you bring this one up and through. That must be what it is. That is, so you go up and through, and then it makes like a little knot. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. So we're going to bring that one up and through here. But this is going to be really tricky to actually get it in shape. The disaster is a happy accident. There we go. Okay, so now I know what a half hitch is. So we got to go up and then over to this side. Is that right? That still doesn't look right. So wait, so we're going to go up around and over to here. See, this still looks sort of like what I did with the twist, but I'm not sure it's an actual knot. I think I might be doing something wrong here. But so that was sort of the idea, is to go down and down. Yeah, I'm not sure this is working quite properly, but let me just bring this back. Okay, I think this is not what I want to do. So I'm going to just backtrack this one a little bit more. And this one too. See, it did loop in there, so I'm not sure what's happening with that. I'm going to bring it back, and I don't want to break the wire, so I will try just to recuperate it a little bit. I'm going to bring this one down here, and I'm going to leave that extra wire I put in there just for fun. And now I'm just going to do a few more of the regular knots and see what I can do to recoup this. So we're going to go over here and over under. I'll do another couple rows of the regular macrame knots, and then I'm going to try to fix it up at the end. I think that's what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to bring this one a little further down. So we're going to go here, and that one under, under, over. My little mistakes are going to be hidden in there. It's fine. So we're going to bring that one over here, through there. Perfect. And then I'm just going to do a few more here. And then we're going to figure it out after. Actually, I should have... Ooh, yeah, I should have done them. I should have separated my wires differently, but that's okay. We're just going to play. What will be will be. If it's meant to be, it'll work. And if it's not meant to be, it'll not work. I think you read to do a double half hitch in your instructions. Oh my God, this is going from bad to worse. It's fine. It's totally fine. So we're going to go over and under. Okay, and then we're going to go under and over, up here. And when I'm done this, I'm actually going to make some peanut butter cookies because now I'm hungry and I'm craving peanut butter cookies. So that's what I'm going to do after this. It should be really good. So this is under, over, and bring this one up. And then I have to wrap a bunch of gifts. So that's the plan for the rest of the day. And but I would like to at least get this owl somewhat done, just to say I finished it, even if it isn't perfect. And we can even add some wires to it if it doesn't work out. So this is not your traditional macrame owl, but if you want to look online, there's lots. I've seen other instructions for how to make macrame with cord pendants. So you can definitely look up on YouTube how to make a macrame wire or macrame cord or macrame pendant, owl pendant. That's what I'm trying to say. And then you could, if you decide you're up for the challenge, then you can make it out of wires. So, but if you want to get the instructions or at least a tutorial on how to make a macrame pendant owl, you can find it on YouTube for sure, and it'll definitely be much better made than this one, but that's fine. But just to have the basic instructions, you can do that for sure. So I'm going to go over here and then this one over under. I think I'm just going to do like 1 or 2 more rows, and then we're just going to figure out, we're just going to finish it off just for the sake of it being finished. And we can always add some little details to make it look more owl-like after. So we're going to bring this one here. My pin fell out. So we're going to put that one here. Heather, you're going to dream about owls tonight. I'm kind of worried about that. Yeah, I might be dreaming about owls tonight. Hopefully they're good dreams. I'll definitely be dreaming about wire because this is a lot of wire for sure. But I usually sleep really well. I usually don't have pretty vivid dreams, so I'm not too worried about it. It should be good. Yeah, I'm a very heavy sleeper because at the end of the day I'm pretty exhausted, pretty brain dead. So my head hits the pillow and I'm usually out like a light. So there we go. So let's do this one here. It's like this, my tension of my knots are getting really a little bit loose as well, but that's okay. We're just going to just keep going with it. Bring this one over and under. I'm surprised my wire hasn't kinked too much, so that's just lucky. And also just being a little bit careful about, like, when they flip, not to let them flip too much. So, because if they flip around too much, then they could get kinked. And once they get really kinked, then you have a chance of them snapping. So especially with this thin wire, you really want to be careful with that. So we're going to bring that one there, and then we'll do this one, and then we'll see what we can do. Oh, wow. I don't know how that happened. Oh, no, I guess I had two at that end. So now we can get these ones. I think I'm going to do one more row, and then that'll be it. So let's just do one more row quickly, and then we'll be able to finish them off. We'll figure out how to finish them off. And I am starting to run out of wires, so it's just as well that we just do this one more row and go from there. So we'll bring that one up here, and then this one under here, and this one goes under over. So then we'll just have 2 more knots and we should be done. So we've got that one. Perfect. I think I've nailed this knot design anyways, so that's good. At least I've perfected this one knot design, and I like the way it looks in wire. It looks really cool. It's really, really nice. So let's just bring this one here, bring these two together, under, and no, over first. Over, over, under. Get in there, perfect. And then this one goes under and under and through. Perfect. And then we just have one more knot and we'll figure out how to finish this guy off. So this one here, and we still have this random wire that I added up there for no apparent reason, but that's okay. I'll figure out what to do with that. So we're going to go over and over, under, and then we're going to go under, under, and over. Perfect. So there we go. So that's it for the knots. Now, so it will be chubby, yes. Santa hat, oh, that'd be cute. If it was me, my finger was all, yeah, that's, it's definitely takes a lot of patience. And the thing with this, you can definitely sculpt it in different ways. So what we're gonna do now is just bring it all down together. I didn't end up doing much of a wing situation, but I guess if you wanted to do some kind of wing thing, maybe you can, I'm just trying to think, maybe you can use this wire. This was the extra wire that we put. So maybe we can somehow use that extra wire to do some kind of wing thing, and we can just like even attach those together. But usually what they do is they would attach this to the branches. So usually what they do for that is they separate this into the half and half here. Okay, so we're going to separate this into half and half. And then he looks like he's got little legs. Hello, I'm going to walk now. Oh my God, I feel like I'm in a kid's craft workshop, but then going a little bit insane. So now we're going to get let's get some kind of branch thing going. Let me see what I have that I can use. If I had, I had this one from before, but this one's way too big. I made that one in another live stream, but that one's way too big. So let me get some other wire. I'm just gonna look at what I have, 18 gauge. Yeah, I have some 18 gauge here. So maybe I'll just get a piece of I could get a piece of the brown one and then just do like a little branch and stick him on there. Or if I had a real branch, it'd be super cool. Paul's gotta go. Oh, thanks for hopping on and happy holidays. Yeah. So let's just do a quick little kind of branch thing. See what I can figure out just to get something for him to sit on. It might be better to have like just a plain kind of thing, but just for the sake of having something for him to stick on there. Let me just see what I'm going to do. And around here. I'm not sure if that's going to work. I'm just like kind of randomly putting this together so we have a little something for him to sit on, but I'm not sure I'm going to like, I find that really dark. I don't think I want to use that. So let me just see if I have like a little bamboo skewer or something on my table. Sometimes I have things that I can use. Yeah, here's a little skewer thing that I could use. Maybe I'll just use that to keep it simple, and then you guys can use whatever you want. I'm just going to cut that. Okay, and just stick that there. Yeah, I'm going to keep it really simple for now. Perfect. And just happen to have a bamboo skewer on my table. And here, let me just see what they did to attach it to the bottom, if they have any clues. Oh, I guess they're just like little slip knots, eh? So we're gonna bring this one here. Oh, I see, and they kind of pulled the tail together. So I'm just looking at my instructions, and it looks like what they do is at the bottom, they take like 2 strings from one side and 2 strings from the other side and just go ahead and do a kind of a slip knot to hold them together. So we're going to go over and then over under with those 2 strings, okay, and bring that one up. So this is just to pull it all together. So we're going to bring that one up, pull it all together here. And then this one, we're going to bring this under. And this one, we'll get that out of the way. We're going to bring this one under and over. Okay, we're going to bring that one over and over. And put that one up here. Okay, so now we've got it nice and attached at the bottom. And I'm not even sure I want to put them on a stick. I don't know. I'm not sure about this stick thing because my other owl was on a stick. This one doesn't have to be on a stick. So what if I just take this one down and these little ends are going to be, maybe we can make them kind of fancy or something and just make it a little more stylized. So let me just see what I want to do with that, or if I do want to, let me know what you guys think, if I should put them on a little stick or not, because I'm not sure I love that stick. That's the problem. I'm not sure I love the wood with the, maybe if it was metal or something, it would be better. Like I even have other kind of metal things that maybe, well, this doesn't work. This is a nail, but I mean, I just think it looks better with some kind of, maybe a piece of thicker metal. Let me just try. I'm just going to cut a piece of, I have this other thick aluminum that might be better. So let me just try to put like a little, even something like that might be better, but I'm not quite sure if I want to do that or not. So let me just see if I put, like if I just turn the ends or something. I don't know if it's going to work or not. If we just put that there and there, I don't think I like that. I think for now I'm going to keep it very simple. I'm going to, maybe I could just put some beads or something on it, or just kind of wind the end. Let me try something. Okay, a little tail. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just gonna keep it simple. I'm not gonna put them on a branch. I think I'm just gonna like turn the ends on this just to make them kind of interesting. So what if I'm just gonna try a couple of things. I'm gonna take the end and wind it around. Okay, just like that, just to see how it looks. Because I don't want the ends to be sharp, but I don't want to have too much of an end either. I kind of like the idea of them just hanging down, maybe cutting them up on an angle or something. Let me just get like halfway through here. Let me just pull them like halfway through. And what if we just did something simple, like just even turn the ends or something, or you could even put like little beads on the end or something. Let me just see what I have for my beads, because I think these beads would be a little bit big. Like I have the miracle beads, but they're a little bit big and they kind of clash with the eyes. Or I could put like some little other beads on there, but maybe I'll just do them like really simple. So what if I just kind of cut the end and just turn the end? I'm just gonna say they have a long tail feathers. Yeah, so maybe we'll just keep them pretty long. But the thing is, I do want to make sure the ends aren't sharp. So what if I just like turn the end around like that just for now, and just to see how it goes? I could do that. I could just cut them. I'm gonna do that. I know it's gonna be a little micmac, but we're just going to separate these. I'm going to cut them different sizes. I'm going to hold these out and cut. I'll start down here. I'm going to cut one here and go up as I go. It's like giving it a haircut or something. And we'll go up here. Okay, we're going to go that. And then this one too. You could almost leave them like that, but they're going to be a little sharp. That's the trouble. So I think I'm just going to trim them, and then we'll go from there, work our way down, just give them a little haircut. And yeah, you could definitely do more detail on this, but I'm just playing around with it. So I kind of like the tail to be a little bit simple, and I'm just going to turn the ends so they're not sharp. I mean, they're not really sharp anyways, but just for the sake that they're not pokey, you can just turn the end and then make sure, like, so they're not pokey, just make sure that you pinch them in so they're flush. So once that, and you want to make sure the end connects there, and then you can go ahead and just turn the end, because I don't want there to be too much crazy detail, but I want it to be like finished so that it's not going to be sharp. So we're just going to take this, bring these ends right around, make sure they go all the way around to close your circle, and then you can just go through them all and close the circle around like that. And then that way, at least they're not going to be sharp. If you need to, as you go, just use your flat pliers to make sure they're flush, and then just keep going through. If you want to do them the opposite side too, you can. I don't think it really matters. Like, you can always twist them around after to make sure they're in the right position, but we're just going to close these ends. And then I have to figure out what I'm going to do with that last little extra wire that I added for no apparent reason. So we're just going to bring these around, round and around. This one too. Whoop. Okay, I've got two together here, so separate them around, and then this one too. So we're going to bring that one here, bring it around. Perfect. I think that's all my little ends. They're kind of cool. I kind of like them. They're different. They're maybe even a little too long, but that's an idea. I mean, just to do something a little bit different like that, just for fun. And so now let's just see what we could do to shape this out a little bit. I think we want to give them a little bit of shape, so we could bring this one out, bring it in like towards this part here, and just shape it around. Bring that here. That's the thing with the macrame and the crocheted wire. There's a lot you can do with it to make them, to give it a little more shape. So simple wings, yeah. So I want to do something very simple with this to make it just, I guess, give the impression of wings. And I could also, you know, you could always add wires to it too if you wanted to. So we could just kind of go around here, and maybe I'll add another wire. We're going to have to see. And I don't want them too big either, the wings, but you do want to sort of have the impression of the wings. So if we do something maybe like that, let me just see how it could work. But you would want something, yeah, maybe bend it back like that, or even do like a little wingy thing like that might be interesting, just to give it a little bit of a shape type of thing. Maybe make it a little bit stylized type of thing. That's sort of interesting. And then you could just kind of put it through here, that one here. And yeah, if you want more wings, you can definitely add some wire to it. So if we did something like that, and then just kind of wind it around, you could bring it through again if you wanted to, and just down here. And then if you want it like to, so it doesn't go out of shape, you can always wind it around this base part as well, or wind it around one of those wires, or just you know, it's always good to attach it in another place so it's more solid. So you might just want to wind it through in a couple of places just so it's not going to like move. Sometimes it's better to like wind it above and below something, but it's pretty good. Like if you pinch it in place, it should be pretty good. So let's just cut that one here. And then you want to do something similar on the other sides. We're just going to, I can't even believe like I finished this owl. It's certainly not, you know, necessarily something I would make another one of, but I might try another kind of macrame owl at some point. It's kind of interesting. And so we're going to go down here. We want to make sure they're about the same size. You can always measure them if you want. They look more or less the same size. So we're going to bring this one in here. Just see how they look. Pretty good. So we're going to bring this one around here. Bring that in here and then wind that one here. And then put it in the same place on that side that you did with the first side. So bring it through here and bring it here. Okay, I think we're pretty good. Like it might not be the exact same size, but it's fine. So we're going to bring that there and then hold it, wind it around, bring it through again, bring it through there again. And if you guys are still on the live stream, huge kudos. Thank you so much for staying on. This was a long one. Wow. But we did a lot. We got a lot done. I don't think Mia ever hopped on, so I will send her the replay for the ferrets. And then once I've done this, I will show you guys everything that we made. So we're going to bring that one around here, bring it to the back, and cut that. Make sure we don't cut the other wires. Bring that here. Wow, so this is pretty interesting. And then what you could do, the wings are a little bit stark, but I think you could probably add more to the wings. You can adjust these if you want. You could trim the tail if you want. There's definitely a lot you can do. You can separate these wires a little bit. And we could have also taken some of these wires to go back towards making the wings a little bit more fuller. If you didn't want so much wire on the tail, you could do that. And then as for the top, I realized that we don't really have anything that looks like ears. So maybe what we should have done is to do something in a way that these looked like ears, because I don't know what they usually, it's usually more curved. Is that because right now it doesn't look like he has any ears at all, but maybe what you could do is just like separate these, I guess, at the top and pinch those ones in so they look more like the ears. I think that's what you'd have to do. I should have maybe done that loop looser and did it in a way that these looked like ears at the top. I think that would have been really, really cool to do something like that. But even if you just adjust it like this, it looks a little bit more like there's ears. I also would have wound wires around the eyes a little bit, so I might go in after and do some stuff with it, but for now it's pretty good. So if you were going to attach this one onto a necklace wire, you could almost just attach it directly. It's kind of interesting. So let's see what we did, guys. Wow, I am going to sleep tonight. That's for sure. You did awesome. Thank you. So here's the other little cute little wise owl. There's this little guy that we're going to do something with that extra wire. We're going to see. And then the ferrets, we did this little ferret with the whiskers, and we did this little standing ferret with the heart at the bottom. So let me just check the time. Wow, it's 3:30. So we've been on for a very long time. I'm going to flip the screen. There we go. Let's just flip the screen around. Wow. So if you guys watched the whole thing, congratulations. That's amazing. And I really appreciate it. That was super fun. Thanks so much to Mia for the idea to do the ferrets. And thank you, Joan. You are, we're saying that you are a night owl and you love the owls. That's fantastic. And I really appreciate you guys hopping on every week. The next live stream will be after Christmas. So if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas, happy holidays, big hugs to all of you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll definitely see you in the Facebook group. I check in there every day and check in on Discord. Thanks everyone for your great feedback, your great ideas, your inspiration, and sending you all a virtual hug. And we'll see you the next time.